Alright, welcome back to the channel. Max Tornow here. We're on a little veranda and I want to talk about why you should stop learning things the wrong way. This is especially important if you want to build your very first business, because why do so many people fail at their little business idea at getting started? Well, because they're learning things the wrong way instead of learning it the right way. If you want to learn it the right way, this video shall help you do so. So if you like the idea of building your own first freedom business from scratch, and if you like the idea of not wasting time and money doing so, then pay attention now. Let's get started.
Have you ever wondered whether there's more to life than a meaningless, dead-end 9-to-5 job? Have you ever dreamed about breaking free, traveling the world, making good money while not having to worry that you could get fired? My name is Max Tornow, and I've attained that freedom and I've attained that security. No more office dress code, no morning commute, no boss. This channel is for you, so here's to your freedom.
Alright, this is a little bit more of a ranty video, but what you have to understand is, what does the situation for a regular average Joe look like when they want to build their own first business? So, they may have a little bit of a business idea. That alone is often already based on some random BS, some mainstream narrative of what they think a romantic idea of building their own business looks like, but then they usually talk about it to certain people in their environment. Now, who are these people in their environment? Ask yourself, who are the people that are in your environment? Your mom and dad, your family, your spouse, wife, husband, maybe your friends. Now, how likely is it that one of your friends already has a 6 or 7 figure business? What is the likelihood of your parents having that? No, the likelihood, just statistically speaking, is most likely everybody in your immediate environment has not built a business yet. Yet, what most people do is they ask exactly these people, what do you think about building a business? What do you think about this product? What do you think about my expertise? So naturally, the end result is going to be what? Do you think you're going to get expert knowledge from these people? Do you think you're going to get an accurate depiction that mirrors the real life situation? Or do you think you're going to get some half knowledge by somebody who actually has no clue? And oftentimes when I say that, people say like, oh yeah, you're right, my family doesn't want me to succeed, my friends are losers and they want to hold me back. But it's not even like that. It's most likely coming from a position of love and respect for you. They tell you to often say, like, oh, you should have a job, it's safer, oh, this is not a good business idea, la-di-da, or like, what I think a great business idea is, what I think people should do. It's not that they try to hold you back on purpose. There's not some conspiracy going on. Although sometimes people are trying to hold you back on purpose, but most of the time it's just coming from a good perspective, from a well-meant perspective of like they want to save you from harm. They want to save you from making unnecessary mistakes. And the thing is, also people are cynical. People are cynical as hell, and that's another issue. So let's stay with that first issue here for a second. It is very illogical to learn, let's say, mathematics from someone who doesn't know anything about mathematics. It's very illogical. Even better example, it's very illogical to learn about fitness and nutrition from someone who's clearly overweight. All right? Would you ask your fat Uncle Tony, hey, fat Uncle Tony, you're 250 pounds. Can you teach me about how to get fit? Your fat Uncle Tony might tell you a bunch of BS, like, oh, just eat whatever you want, kid. So it's very illogical to ask that person. Yet, when it comes to building a business, for some random reason, we also ask the equivalent of our fat Uncle Tony, which is maybe our dad or our equally broke friend who has some random 9-to-5 job at Starbucks. Right, people who work at Starbucks are probably cool, but you get what I mean. That's the equivalent of asking them for business advice. So, understand that you should only ask for certain advice, both in business as well as in any other area of your life, from people who have been there, who have that expertise. That also includes if you go to college or university for business. Sometimes, depending on the quality of that institution, sometimes there are professors who actually have a business and they kind of teach this on the side because it's a passion project, but oftentimes this is not the case. Oftentimes it's some regular random professor who maybe knows a little bit about theory, oftentimes outdated, especially in the realm of online marketing, but they haven't ever done it themselves. So ideally, ask someone who's been there, ask someone who is exactly where you want to be. oh, Max is just saying that because he wants you to sign up for his mentoring program. Look, I'll be fine. I'm fine either way, right? You don't have to become my client. I'll be doing just fine for myself. But ultimately, just use basic level logic and understand that you should not learn from people who are not where you want to be. That's simple. All right. Ideally, you also learn from people who gain nothing by you becoming their mentee or their client. All right. And I keep saying this. I've made all the money with my very first business already. I've made all the millions. I've traveled the world, bought all the nice things, the watches, drive around the nice cars, been on the luxury vacations. I've done all that. I've put it out of my system. All right. Like I said, I don't need you to become my client. You can just watch my free stuff. Check out my free podcast. I can give another shout out to another free source of intelligence for you. Check out my free podcast. My business partner Nikita Gunkovic and myself, we have over 130 episodes already. There's 2 episodes dropping each and every week. They're nice and short. They're relatively bite-sized, 10 to 20 minutes. Highly recommend you check those out. Now the other point is the romantic idea of how people think a business should work, right? We often think like, oh, I have this great program, I have this great idea, why don't people want to buy it? Well, that's the beauty about building a business. That's the beauty about the market. It doesn't care where you come from, right? So if you come from a relatively bad background, it's good for you because nobody cares where you come from. But that also means that if you have an idea that you think is good, but people don't want to buy it, then maybe it isn't good. All right. So you have to understand that as well. There's a couple of things in life. There's 3 things that I could think of right now where, regardless of how much ego you have, you only win if you're good at it. That is number 1, the dating life, right? You can think of yourself as being so great and oh, I can get any girl I want, but then when you talk to them, you might still get rejected, completely regardless of how disillusioned you are, right? Or illusioned you are. The other thing is fighting. Every guy thinks they can win a fight, but then they are in a fight and they get their ass kicked. And the third thing is every guy thinks they can make money with their own business. Guy or girl in this regard, right? But again here, the market doesn't care. There are things in life that they're completely disconnected from what you think is right, from what you think works. You have to find the things that either work or they don't, right? So you have to find the things that do work, completely regardless of what you think those things are, and completely regardless of your romantic notion of how you think these things should work. Just like I'm shooting this video now. My romantic notion of this video is I'm gonna shoot it outside, it's gonna look great, it's not gonna be cold at all, and there's no wind going to be that is messing up my sound. Well, reality is that is not the reality, and I have to deal with it as of the best of my abilities, if you really will. So please, whatever it is that you want to be doing in your life, whether that is building a business or any other goal that you have, learn from the right people, use your brain, all right? And don't get pulled down by people who are cynical, and don't get pulled down by people who think they know better, and that includes you yourself with your own ego. Please understand that. And we say this a lot when it comes to people who are beginners. They come to us, they think they got to make money this way. They think, oh, getting my first client as an online coach works this way, but it doesn't. So you have to swallow your ego pride, you have to come down from your horse, and you have to do things right. But this is going to become an issue even more so when you are already making some money, right? When you're making your 10K a month, 15K a month, and you want to scale, because now you've built a new ego around the things that you think work so far, but oftentimes what got you here won't get you there. And you have to drop that notion as well in order to continuously grow. And that is why I still have mentors. That is why in 2020, I think I've spent a couple $100,000 on mentors alone, even though I'm already making multiple 7 figures a year, because I want to learn from the guy who makes multiple 8 figures a year, and so on and so forth. All right? Learning is a process that cannot take place as long as your ego is active. Learning is a process that cannot take place as long as cynicism is active. And that cynicism also destroys you. If you wander through life thinking, oh, it's not gonna work anyways, or that's not how things are meant to be. Oh, if you wanna make money, that's only for special people, that's only for people who want to screw over other people, and so on and so forth. That cynicism, you're never going to build anything of value that actually helps other people. So drop the cynicism, drop the ego, learn from the right people, and learn only things that actually work, regardless of what you think it is that actually works. So, thank you very much for watching, and if you want to learn it the right way, and if you want to learn it from the right people, then I invite you to book a free consultation call with us. There's a link down in the description. You click on that link, it brings you to a page. You can read through that page. There's some more information going on there. And at the bottom of that page, there's an application form. You fill that out, takes maybe 2 minutes to fill it out, and then you can book the exact date and time where you want us to call you. I'm gonna tell you one thing right away. That free consultation call is not going to be some watered down mainstream BS. We're actually known to be very direct, and we will only be talking about implementable steps that you can implement in your specific situation to build your own freedom business literally from scratch. So if that sounds good to you, like I said, link down in the description below, but you don't have to do that. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you, and bye-bye.
I'm super excited to tell you that I just made my first 10K in this program. I even made 11.5K euros. Overall, just wanted to thank you all. This is an incredible journey. Honestly, thanks for being patient. I know that I'm not incredibly consistent and incredibly easy to follow up with, but you guys have never let me slack off. I'm super grateful for that. So thanks a lot, and see you at the end of this program.